in terms of what happened, I mean, I'll keep it 100. His ego got a little too big for me.
I think I saw
You know.
something. He was on some show, and they was asking him some questions about
Oh, and he
murder.
tried to, he tried to out
So
me
you
on
saw it then.
MTV.
You saw it then. He
Oh,
was like, "So what happened with Mike Geronimo?" Ha ha.
yeah, and he did that.
I
And
thought I was the only one that saw that. I'm
no,
happy
no,
you
no,
saw
no.
it. So I
I
don't
saw
seem
it
like I'm
too.
starting beef or
No, no,
starting
no. I
problems.
saw it too.
He laughed, and I'm like,
he
wasn't he the
did.
same guy that was in the room?
That's right.
With you
And he did
in the background.
in the room, and he was all like
That's
this.
right.
And he was like, and they asked
That's
him on
right.
TV, "How about Mike Drama?" Ha ha.
You
Yeah,
see,
Like, wow.
He's playing the driver too,
right? And
like back
he
then.
tried to get at me sideways on MTV, and unbeknownst to the public, is 48 hours after that aired, I abruptly went up to Murder Inc.
Happy Father's Day.
And I abruptly went to that man's office, and I would dare anyone to quote to find that this is an untruth or quote me as being a liar, because there are plenty of witnesses to it. Went right in his office, and I asked him, what his problem was and how hard he bumped his head. And with that being said, his ego deflated about 20 to 50 degrees.
The balloon popped.
The pills wore off, and he kind of figured out, I overstepped my boundary.
The Master IC.
Right.
Basically.
I need to get back being a
I even seen the first time I ever seen Ja Rule was in that video. The Master IC is now in the game.
Right. I mean,
I
but
saw the
even,
glimpse. Like, I saw everything happening. It seemed like you was the lead-off man.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
definitely
what happened?
What happened is, in terms of the structure of it all, what happened was me being the lead-off man on the team, I guess you could say, I didn't opt to sign a contract with Irv Gotti's production. And the reason I didn't, right, I didn't sign with Top Dog, and the reason I didn't sign with Top Dog is because he kind of had rubbed me the wrong way with something he had said, that had he not said it, I may very well have signed the contract. But I'm not anyone that, he basically said something along the lines like he should have just made me sign the contract like niggas told him to, like people told him to. And I turned to him and I was like, you're not a make anybody do anything type person. So for you to be sitting in front of my house to tell me you're gonna make me do something when the truth be told, you don't have a make you do something bone in your body. Not to diss him or, but call a spade a spade. And once he had said that, I felt insulted, because I was like, that basically means that, you just using me for the strongest thoroughbred right now that you could put on the track, and the minute I blow my knee out, you put this horse out the pasture. That's how I looked at it from that sentence. And
it was you as Mike Geronimo, and then the Cash Money Click.
Yeah, honestly, it was deeper than that, because us Rough Riders and Rockefeller all had, like, we were all basically linked together, and the whole idea was, as one team moves forward, the other two will move, behind them. So it was way bigger than that, but it was just that I think that in hindsight, I think God is real good, and I think for whatever reason that night that I was able to just be like, you know what, this isn't the thing to do. Not to mention, Irv was okay at production, but Irv wasn't the best producer. So to me, it made no sense for me to sign a production deal with somebody who really doesn't produce records. And so it kind of was weird to me to do, and I still told him, because I still remain loyal to the squad. I still was like, listen, you'll do the majority of my album. You do whatever you need to do to make sure you're commandeering this, that, and the third. And he was just, how I would say, he wasn't cognizant of the ramifications of what he had said to me in the car. So he didn't think that his statement was that big of a deal. And I guess he didn't think that it would have played a part in whether I was going to, keep moving or whether I wasn't. And so, long story short, and in terms of what happened, I'll keep it 100. His ego got a little too big for me.
I think I saw something. He was on some show, and they was asking him some questions about.
Oh, and he
murder.
tried to he tried to out me
you
on
saw it then.
MTV.
You saw it then. He
Oh.
was like, "So what happened with Mike Geronimo?" Ha ha.
Yeah, and he did that.
I
and
thought I was the only one that saw that. I'm
no,
happy
no,
you
no,
saw
no.
it. So I don't
saw
seem
it
like
too.
I'm starting beef.
No,
starting
no, no. I
problems.
saw it too.
He
and,
laughed, and I'm like,
and he
"Wasn't he the
did.
same guy that was in the room
That's right.
with
and,
you
And he did.
In the background.
in
And
the room?" And he was all like
Yeah,
this.
right,
He was like,
yeah.
they asked
That's
him on
right.
TV, "How about Mike Geronimo?" Ha ha.
You
Yeah,
see,
Like, wow.
He's playing the driver too.
right? And
like back
he
then.
tried to get at me sideways on MTV, and unbeknownst to the public, is 48 hours after that aired.